Well, I'm at consignee, and one tip I learned today is that, especially when you have a very big trailer, like long trailer, always call the consignee to find out which way they wanted to come in. Because I was following the sign. I know this place. I used to come here a lot. And I was following the signs that says receiving this way, like receiving was that way, and I came from there, and it says shipping in the back. So I went in the back, and the guy meets me over there. He says, what are you doing here? I said, well, you put the sign shipping in the back, and turns out that shipping was just for dry vans. Oh, they're cutting the roof to put the hooks in. So it turns out that shipping was for dry vans. So this is the door, and I just went right past it. I came from there. That's the road over there, right? Like where you see cars moving. So I came from there, but was following the signs, and the guy says, no, you have to turn around. And the parking lot is big, but it's all full of cars. So there was no way for me to turn around. So I tried to do it on the road. And this thing, you know, as soon as I lift my pusher axle, this thing just sits like this, 1 inch of the road. It catches the ground like you cannot. And this is Friday. All these local businesses, they close at 3. Like workers go home at 3. And I'm on that little road there trying to maneuver this huge rig with 4-axle trailer into that hole. And right away, there's like 200 cars on each side, you know, like somewhere in Pennsylvania. People are going on the shoulder crazy. So, and then I look what saved the day. I remember, wait a second. See, I would never would be able to do that on the GPS, but that's what's cool about Google Maps, right? So I'm here, right? And I remember I used to work here. I used to work just a little bit over here. My first job with my yellow truck was on this Laird Road in Guelph. And this thing, I started looking at where can I turn around, you see, because I can do like this, right? I love this tom-tom. And so I was here, and so I went back, and I just went around, and then I realized, wait, so this is like a big circle. And I realized, wait a second. So that means that I'll have to, because this place is on this side, on the west side of the road. So this means that if I'm doing this circle, I'll be turning right. And their driveway is very small, and it's more angled towards the opposite way, you know. So so I went in that circle. I started looking for a way to turn around, and of course the way you do it is you know, I find a hole somewhere on my left, usually on the driver's side, and I go forward, then I back in there, and then I drive out in the opposite direction. It took me a couple of tries. I tried one driveway, then another. I thought people would start screaming at me, but there's no way to turn around. Then I saw a building says for lease. Okay, so empty. So I found a driveway there. I managed to do this right away. There was a bus, you know, our public bus, but the lady just smiles at me. I said thanks, and I was able to go in here, and then I had basically. You have to go to the back first, like from the drive-in, instead of coming here where I knew the receiving shipping used to be, right? So you have to go there, and then you come out of here, and they have all this stuff in here, right? And then you have to back from the blind side with this 4-axle trailer. So anybody who knows anything about heavy haul trailers would tell you that it's not easy to back a 4-axle trailer with the 80,000-pound load, you know, sharp. But somehow I did it, somehow I managed it. So now they're hooking up their chains, and I should be done in about probably 10 minutes. Yeah, I thought it was over, but then I figured I'll show you guys like the reality, what sometimes you have to deal with. So like I said, very important when you have a very long trailer and heavy load to call ahead and find out exactly which way you have to come in, you know, like which side of the building. Because see, like in my case, it probably took me like half an hour. Where I look at the watch, I was here at 3:05 and I was back in the door at 3:45. So it took me 40 minutes from the time I arrived at the driveway to go in, play here, then go back, turn around, and back in the door, you know? Like the whole driving was 2 hours from the border, right? And then it takes 40 minutes to back in the door. So just an idea for you, what it takes, even when you think you know stuff, but sometimes you screw up. So this time I screwed up. I should have called them ahead. The crane is O'Brien from Stony Creek, Ontario, 50-ton capacity. And that's it. The deed is done. All I need now is to sign my paperwork. Thanks for watching.